Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. You join Moonbeam and I here outside the Park Street station where apparently there's a bit of gunfire going on. We may go and investigate that momentarily. Is that it over there? What's going on over there? We may check that out. So, last episode, we rescued Nick Valentine from Vault 114, the Park Street station, and we freed him from the clutches of the gangsters, and we sent him on his way to Diamond City. We may check in with him later, but not right now. I've got something else on the agenda for today that I wanted to kind of get done and get tackled, and that is I would like Moonbeam to finally find the railroad. We picked up that rumor quest in Diamond City a few episodes ago. We were tasked with following the railroad, so I think that is what we are going to do. We're going to see if we can get over and meet up with those guys, because there's a lot of good stuff that opens up when you meet the railroad. Obviously, the end game is to get towards the ballistic weave modification to our armor. That'll be a little ways off, but I'd love to get Deacon on our team because his companion perk is absolutely wonderful, one of the best in the games. So, although probably everyone is familiar with this, you can actually follow the Freedom Trail. That is this red brick line that runs through downtown Boston. You start here, and there's a little clue that we can get right here.
7 and A. Some sort of code?
Yeah, Moonbeam is sometimes not the brightest bulb in the Christmas tree lights. So you can follow the Freedom Trail all the way along. It will eventually lead you to the railroad. It does break off at some points. It can be a little harder to follow at some points of Boston than others. You can basically just keep going. And at various points, you're going to see more little clues here.
4 L. Definitely a code.
It is definitely a code, Moonbeam. Don't really need the code. The code opens up the password that gets you into the railroad. Don't really need that. Anyone who's played this game once knows what the code is, so no special reason to do that. And we're probably going to go a little off the beaten track in terms of actually following the red brick line. P.S. Anyone who's unfamiliar with the Boston... Oh, all the rads in the world unfamiliar with the Boston area. That's a real thing. The Freedom Trail exists to anyone who may be unfamiliar with the Boston area. It's a little sort of trip through Boston history. You can walk the Freedom Trail. It'll take you to little historical areas of downtown Boston. Kind of neat if you're in a tourist... Oh, hang on. If you're in a touristy mode and you're in Boston, you can certainly go ahead and do that. We've got super mutants. Oh, is that dog meat? It was a dog. I just dismissed dog meat. Outside of Park Street Station. When we got out of Park Street, I sent him home. And what is going on? Where are these people? Oh, there we go. Really? I gotta unlock this door? I just want to go beat up some super mutants. Okay, what's going on? Thank you, Blitz. Punched his head clean off. Who's next on the hit list? Okay, he's not going down as easy. Alright, what's going on? Let's just pause and reflect here. Pause. Oh, there you are. Hi. I am getting ready to die here. Thankfully, so were you. Okay. Step back. Get some healing going on. Sure, a squirrel and a cockroach. That sounds like a good breakfast. It is dog meat. Dog meat, you dope. I sent you home and you've already gotten into trouble. This is why I don't keep you around, dog meat. Someone else is still shooting me. Where are you? There you are. Bam! That's gonna hurt. You're gonna feel that in the morning. Oh, relax, dog meat. You're immortal. Okay, we're in detected. That's a nice green detected there. Is it you detecting me? Can you just go home like I told you to? Hey. This is why I don't keep you around, dog meat. This is exactly the reason. You're not very good at doing things. Just take a little bit of that armor for some settlers. Got plenty of carry weight right now. In between episodes, I nipped back to Red Rocket and dumped off everything that we got from Vault 114, so my carry weight is fine right now. Okay. Everybody done in there. Yes? Good? Everybody's happy? Okay. We seem to be pretty good right now. So what we can do while we're right here and we've killed all the super mutants is pop over to Good Neighbor. I mean, we're right here. May as well get the Good Neighbor ball rolling. There's more of the Freedom Trail right there. We'll pick that up again in just a sec. Are you the toaster salesman? You often have a toaster on you. Oh no, today you have a hairbrush. You're a hairbrush salesman. There always seems to be a dead settler who is clearly some sort of trader. Often he has toasters. Today he has a hairbrush. Worst hairbrush salesman ever. So here's the local ruffian / insurance salesman who's going to try and basically, well, hold us up for money, basically. We can have a conversation with him. It's always pretty much going to end in violence, so I'm just going to eliminate the middleman. And by eliminate, I mean punch him to death. Bye, Finn. Don't mess with Moonbeam. Because the thing is, the mayor of this town loves that.
I like you already. Walk into a new place, make a show of dominance. Nice. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Moonbeam totally feels Hancock. I think Good Neighbor more than Diamond City is Moonbeam's kind of town.
I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Absolutely. No, I think this is absolutely Moonbeam's kind of town. Do you have anything good on you? No. Let's check in with Daisy.
Oh, new face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
I'm not going to run screaming for a ghoul. You're actually not that bad.
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
How about if I've already done it, Daisy?
Actually, I already took care of those super mutants.
You did? Huh. Now that's service for you. Here's your money. Oh, and why don't you take this old book of mine? Been holding on to it for a while, if you ever happen to go back there.
I'm sure we will, Daisy, because I absolutely want that skill magazine that's sitting in the book return terminal. And by I took care of them, I largely mean the robots took care of them while I was grabbing the intelligence bobblehead.
You'll need to join a crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking. Always a catch with the No-Nose, but she pays.
Okay, good to know. We may check in with Bobby later. I'm not in a real rush to do that. Could check in with Cleo, the weapons vendor. I don't have anything to sell. And I don't really need anything that she's a she, that she has. I don't really think I need anything. I do just want to really pick up a couple of quick quests that are in the Rexford here.
Fred, are you going to hang out in the lobby all day again, or are you actually going to go down and do some work?
Being available to the customers is work. It's not all about cooking chems, Claire.
It's not all about sampling those chems either. Maybe if you stopped using, you could focus.
What? Where's the fun in cooking it if you ain't using it?
My mistake.
Oh man, someone new. You need some Jet Man, home-brewed, reasonable prices?
No, it's totally fine. I can make my own. In fact, I've been making my own for like a game month now. I'm particularly good at Psychojet. It's a wonderful drug. But let's see if you've got any work going.
You have any work?
Yeah, actually, you might be perfect. You know the Gunners, right? The high-end mercenaries? Well, a few of them were talking about scavenging around that old hallucinogen building. I mean, just think about that name. There's gotta be some shit there that's out of this world. You get me something, I pay you 200 caps.
Yeah, that sounds fair. I'll take that. If only because the hallucinogen quest is a fun little quest. I love that building.
All right, Fred. We have a deal.
You're the best. The absolute best.
Oh, that is so
Before we even
true.
start, let's get to the point. We have rooms. One room specifically. Payment due up front.
No, I don't need
Not
a room.
Fine.
And I don't appreciate you just accosting me like that. Now, where is... There's someone else we need to talk. There he is. Nope, that's... There he is. Hi, Rufus.
You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
Oh, this is definitely my kind of place, Rufus.
Seems like my kind of place.
Bit of a rough town, but beats cowering behind the walls of Diamond City, that's for damn sure.
You're right.
Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing.
Get to the point.
Usually here or drinking that swill Charlie slinging at the third rail. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
I am 100% interested.
I'll take a look.
Let me show you what I got.
Oh, I didn't want to barter with you. But, you know, while I'm here, do you have anything good? Not really. Pretty basic stuff. No, you can skip all that. I actually wanted...
Rufus,
How's it going?
Yes, I want a quest. Please give me a
I
quest.
could use work, depending on what it is.
Don't know if you've had the beer down at the third rail, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer.
Found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered. Well, with all the bombs and all. Done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact. Which is where you come in.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Great. So, the brewing machine is in the basement of an old bar called the Shamrock Tap House. When you leave town, make your way around east till you hit Atlantic. Great big green sign. Bring it back here when you're done.
Can do, Rufus. Another fun little quest. Now, the one thing that I want to do before we leave is I want to go see an old friend. Kind of the guy who got us into this in the first place. If we walk right up here...
You want a room? Claire runs the desk. Give her something to do besides breathing down my...
Yeah, Markowski, you're, Vault-Tec rep!
And we won't have to tussle, got
What?
it?
No, it can't. It's you. From Sanctuary Hills, right?
Absolutely. I told you we would see you in the future. I said that way back in episode 1.
Yeah, I'm from Sanctuary.
What? You don't remember me? I sold you that space in the vault. But then I wasn't on the list to get in. But you, look at you. 200 years, and you're still perfect. How's that possible?
I am just naturally youthful. I just, my genes are... Okay, I was in cryostasis.
The vault had these pods that froze us in place. I only thawed out recently.
What? Vault-Tec never told me that. Unbelievable. Well, I had to get to the future the hard way. Living through the filth, the decay, and the bloodshed. Look at me. I'm a ghoul. A freak.
I'm not apologizing for this. Yeah, it seems to be my only sensible option. What is
Don't
sarcastic?
take this the wrong way, but you were pretty ugly before.
Oh, damn, Moonbeam. That was harsh.
You're the only other person I met from before. Oh God.
I've been so alone here. No Commonwealth settlement, once a ghoul with 200 years of Vault-Tec sales experience.
What if I did?
Hey, you know, you could head back to Sanctuary. I'll come visit. I promise.
Really? You will? Okay, I'll head over there right now. You promise you'll come visit, right? I'll see you there.
Eventually I'll get over there. I don't know if you can fail that speech check. I've never failed that speech check. He always goes to Sanctuary. I was having a think about him as I knew I was going to come here and get him moving towards Sanctuary today. He's so whiny and miserable about living for 200 years.
You again.
Oh, shush, Claire. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense in the long run. Okay, yes, horrific nuclear war. You've been turned into sort of a unpleasant freak, but you know what? You're effectively immortal. You live a really, really long time. Why is the Vault-Tec rep not the richest guy in the area? Why is he not cleaning up in long-term investments? This is one of those guys where he would have bought Coca-Cola stock at a penny, and now he's a multi-zillionaire because he's been sitting on it for 200 years. So he's whiny and miserable. I don't know what kind of financial planning is available in the post-apocalyptic world, but this guy should be swimming in caps. He should have he should own the Hotel Rexford. In fact, he should probably own Goodneighbor. He's had 200 years to build wealth, and it looks like he just sat in a hotel room. So frankly, he has nobody to blame but himself. If Moonbeam had been a ghoul for 200 years, I tell you what, we wouldn't need to go adventuring. We'd own Sanctuary outright. Something's going on. Something's going on. Alright, let's keep heading towards the railroad if we can. As soon as we check. Oh, Fusion Core. Nice. Fusion Core in a mailbox. Now, there are usually, a couple of dogs here. You may be a little more than I want to take on, but... Let's see how this goes. There we go. Definitely take meat off of you, double dog meat. You can keep your collar. I've already dressed dog meat up. Okay. So continuing towards the railroad. This can be a tight little area. There are super mutants to the left. There's a big raider camp dead ahead. There they are. You can see them in the distance. And there's ghouls right below me. There's another one of the little clue markers for the Freedom Trail, by the way. Old Corner Bookstore, I've been in there a couple of times. I think there's just nothing worthwhile going in there. I've kind of just not bothered for several playthroughs. Hi. Oh, you're legendary. Okay. Wasn't planning on that. Okay, got your first health bar down. Keep punching. Keep punching. Alright, we're down. We're down. Anyone else in the area? No, that's a good hard hidden there. What do you got? Chameleon. Oh, yay. Wow, really not having a lot of good luck with the legendary armor drops lately. Or indeed legendary drops at all. Chameleon is largely useless. You know what? That'll probably end up on a settler. Okay, so we want to go this way. This way is not without difficulty. There's ghouls right there. Hi, guys. And we're going to try and punch the ghouls without alerting the super mutants dead ahead. One down. Nice sneak attack there. Oh, and another sneak attack. You didn't notice me punching your friend. Okay. This is where it's going to get squirrely. For anyone unfamiliar with this, let me tell you right now, that scaffolding to the left there, this is Faneuil Hall, dead ahead of us. I always chuckle at the many, many playthroughs I've watched. Nobody outside the Boston area knows how to pronounce this. It's Faneuil Hall. It's not Faneuil or Faneuil. It's Faneuil Hall. So you can impress somebody that you know by knowing how to pronounce that. So right to the left of Faneuil Hall is that scaffolding, and there's a super mutant with a missile launcher with surprisingly good accuracy. So I don't want to tangle with him. In fact, I prefer not to go anywhere near Faneuil Hall, but it's a really quick way of getting where I want to go. And going around the long way is kind of a pain in the neck. So we're going to see if we can just kind of skirt past everyone. I don't think I'm going to be this sneaky. Probably have to deal with that super mutant who's right up front, and he's usually got a hound with him as well. But if that's all I have to deal with, that would be fine. Oh, yeah, if you want to just walk away, and I'll go this way. No, 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 you didn't see me. You didn't see me. You saw nothing at all. See, we're still on the Freedom Trail. Okay, let's just have him forget about us. And he did. But unfortunately... Oh, yeah, there's one more dead ahead of me there. And it's a suicider. And I don't have a critical saved up. Let me just switch over to an actual gun here. And see if there's any chance I can get a bead on his right arm. That's not the worst shot in the world. I'm taking it. Yep, that worked. Solved the problem with the suicider. Shoot him in the suicide-y bit. He was a suicider. He wanted to die anyway. I helped him. Okay, looking like we're pretty clear. Let's just run through... Is this actually not irradiated? I'm rather shocked at that. And end up over by the river here. There's usually some rad stags here. Yeah. I wouldn't be wholly opposed to grabbing this meat. One down. See, they probably won't be too fussy about that. Another one over there. Oh, 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 oh. What was that? Oh, hi. Okay, you're just a doe. Sure. Okay, still not fussed. And another one over there. Okay. Grab you. Oh, oh, there's all sorts of stuff going on over there. Was that another suicider? Or did a car blow up? Okay, well, it doesn't seem to involve Moonbeam, so Moonbeam's just going to keep moving along. I'll take you out while I'm here. Alright, now this should put me largely near the railroad. And this is where I start forgetting, because I just, as many times as I've been to the Old North Church, I kind of just don't remember exactly 100% where it is. I didn't even notice my health was that low. Let's get some more healing going on. Goodness. We'll eat a dog and some noodles. That sounds like a tasty lunch. So I know it's around here. I just never quite immediately remember where. Custom House Tower, so I'm definitely in the right neighborhood. Looking at the compass to find a church symbol. Is it that one that's dead ahead? Could be. Could be. Let's see what happens when we go down here. Like this seems fairly familiar. Oh yeah, wait though. This is the right area, but there's super mutants right in here. This is a small super mutant camp. Let's not be too cocky going through here. Hi! Okay, you're just a basic super mutant. That's fine. Okay, you're gonna have some dogs with you. That's gotta hurt. There we go. A little more ammo than I wanted to use, but that's fine. When we get the first railroad quest, it's going to be a great opportunity to top up on fusion cells. That's a good hard hit in there, so that seems like this is cleared out. Oh, rad scorpion meat. That's going to be a tasty meal later. I don't know if I've ever looked in this building. What's that? Mentats. Gwyneth Larger. Sure. And 2 toothbrushes. Well, that's just a bonus day. So this should put me, yeah, here we go. Back on the Freedom Trail. Bingo. Old North Church right here. That was not as bad as I thought. Usually I get very lost in this area. I have completed following the Freedom Trail. Good for me. Let's flip over to something a little more ghoul-oriented here. Because that's pretty much what we're going to be. There's going to be one dead ahead, but before we do him, let's do him. Remember, kids, shoot the legs. Yep, you're useless now. And how about your friend? You have no ability to do anything to me anymore. I could absolutely just walk away. You will sit here till the end of time. Another toothbrush. It's dental hygiene day in Moonbeam's world. The railroad's security system is largely ghouls. I'll be eliminating their security system. Hi! Oh, you're legendary. Okay, we're definitely taking your legs out then. I don't want you getting anywhere near me. There we go. Did not actually expect to see a legendary down here. That's not common. Not common at all. Hi, legendary. You have no way to harm me. Okay, could this not be chameleon, please? Fortifying, okay. Okay. Now we're talking fortifying. All right. +1 strength and endurance on a metal piece. Metal's a little heavy, but that's fine. And that appears to be not upgraded, so we may be able to make that even better later on. Thank you. Good legendary drop there. All right. And some Wonder Glue. Even better. Speaking of +1 strength, I had a little fidget with Grognak's armor, which we got a few episodes ago. And this was news to me. I had to look this up, but apparently, I assumed it would be, but apparently, Grognak's armor is melee only for the bonus, not unarmed, which is what I was hoping for, is the whole reason I went and got it. I thought it was going to give me a bonus to the unarmed damage I was doing. It still does the +2 strength, which is really nice, but no extra damage on melee, or on unarmed rather, like it does for melee. Finish him off. There you go. So Grognak's armor, not nearly as effective as I wanted it to be, so I just sort of stored that back at Red Rocket. I mean, the +2 strength is nice, but what I have to do is sacrifice an undergarment and a chest piece to get that. And I can get undergarments that'll give me plus strength, and I can get chest pieces that give me plus strength. And are better armor on top of it. So I didn't feel, even with the +2 strength, which is really good, I didn't feel it was worth keeping. So I didn't. Long story short, Grognak's armor, not what I wanted it to be. So here's the little code wheel that we have to do. I think pretty much everyone is familiar with this, but you are basically just spinning the wheel to line up the letters. The only thing I didn't know the very first time I played it is the red arrow is what you want to point to. I know, in retrospect, of course it's the red arrow, but I thought it was this sort of long thing here to point to. Anyway, it's the red arrow, and all you do is spell out railroad. It's the worst code phrase ever for these people. And it doesn't appear to matter which letters you use to spell out railroad, so long as it eventually spells out railroad. So, A, etc., etc., and then we just spell out railroad. And with the last D in railroad, we push that. And the magic secret door opens. And we can go meet the railroad. Terrible. I mean, the ghouls are a good part of the security system. The code phrase of the railroad being railroad, I think there could have been something better there.
There. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting.
Not really.
But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Not your enemy.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. It's clear you're not with the Institute. But who told you how to contact us?
I've been through like 12 to 14 playthroughs, and I never mind. Sorry, I saw you in Diamond City.
I just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I see. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad. And you are? Deacon, where have you been?
You're having a party. What gives with my invitation?
I need intel. Who is this?
Wow. Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal out there.
Well, that is true.
Glad someone noticed.
You know, you're practically famous. You've left a trail of destruction in your wake.
Yeah, that's true.
Places no sane person would go alone.
Definitely
So
true.
you're vouching for him?
Yes, trust me. He's someone we want on our side.
That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
I'm gonna be vague.
I have my reasons.
All right. If we're going to be dealing with you, I need to make sure we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I kind of have to tell you that I know, because otherwise we can't proceed in this conversation. I don't think I've actually... Well, yes, I do know, because I've met Nick Valentine, so he's a Gen 2 synth. Yes, I absolutely know about them.
I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Yeah, this is not my favorite conversation, and we'll talk about that in a sec.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
There's basically no way to proceed in this conversation without saying yes to that. It's not something I agree with. We'll talk a little more about it later, but it's there. You may as well just say you will, because otherwise she will shut the conversation down. She'll walk away. You have to go up, start again, and she will not proceed with any part of the railroad until you say, yes, I would risk my life.
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
So, a couple of things on that. I think one of the biggest complaints that the Fallout fan base had about Fallout 4 is that the conversations are extremely limited and linear, in that there's no real way to have different choices that matter when you're having conversations with people. It is the one flaw that I do agree with. This conversation in particular has always bothered me, in the sense that you cannot proceed with her unless you say you'd risk your life to save a synth, even if you as a character don't necessarily believe that. We're here to help her help us find the Institute. That's our motivation here. But we have to basically jump on board, no pun intended, with the Railroad and all of their goals. And I frankly have flaws with the Railroad's goals, particularly their end game. We'll talk more about that as the story progresses. But I do agree with that. The conversations are very limited and linear in Fallout 4. It does not stop it from being my favorite game. It just does mean that it's, in situations like this, it's very obvious that there wasn't a lot of thought put into different choices, as there is, say, in Fallout New Vegas, where you can have real consequences to what you're saying to people. Let's talk to Deacon, who is also very interesting, because usually when you come in and he vouches for you, his common one is, well, this is the general of the Minutemen. This person is rebuilding the Minutemen. Obviously, we don't even know who the Minutemen are, so he just says, we killed a bunch of people. That's how he's vouching for me. Let's meet Deacon.
Excuse me.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Yeah, non-committal.
What's done is done.
A healthy attitude. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
I can't 100% guarantee that, Deacon. I'm not sure what my end game is here. It's probably not going to be the Institute, so you're probably okay, but if I go Brotherhood, I'm coming back in here and murdering all of you. But you know what, Deacon, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Too bad. I was hoping to get some beer money out of it.
If you're picking up the tab, never mind. Go for it. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The Railroad needs you.
I'm very interested, because I'm really interested in your ballistic weave, which I have no way of knowing about, but I'm super, super interested in that.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the Railroad got your back.
Sure, absolutely. I mostly want Ballistic Weave and your companion perk, so definitely, Deacon, let's get this done.
Sign me up, then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Okay, we will probably do that pretty soon. There's nothing else to do here. She won't let you into the super, super secret railroad area, which is, I think, behind here, until you've dealt with Deacon and the tradecraft mission, etc., etc., etc. So we will probably get that moving pretty quickly. That will probably be the next episode. Couple of things I want to do before we wrap this up. So I will see everyone back at Red Rocket. Okay, so back at Red Rocket, one of the very first things we can do is...
growing well.
Yes, I know it's growing well, Moonbeam. That's why we planted it. Is harvest all our crops. Between episodes, I was able to harvest and then replant some more corn. So there's more corn and mute fruit than there was the last time I showed this off. Come on, get in there. Get in. There it is. Sometimes these are a little tricky to get at. Get the mute fruit. More mute fruit. I just saw you. There you are. Any more corn? Yep, more corn. Some potatoes. And more potatoes. Got plenty of potatoes. All the beginnings of our adhesive farm. all the adhesive in the world soon. So let's do a couple of quick things before we wrap this up. Right off the bat, let's dump the junk. And that's where I put Grognak's outfit, by the way. He can just be on display there. So, oh, and I had a mod in there. Junk gone. Mods have weight, don't forget that. Let's see, let's get some of this out of here. Get that. Corn. Absolutely, all of this. We'll cook that up in a little bit. And get that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Oh, all of that. That's going to be a good dinner later. Okay. Dump some of that random armor that we picked up. That can go. You know what? I'm just never going to use that chameleon piece. I don't really like chameleon at all. Not getting rid of that fortifying, though. That can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. This is all for settlers. We'll play dress up with them later. Okay, good. So, I just want to have a real quick fidget with that fortifying piece that we just picked up. Oh yeah, this isn't no way upgraded yet. Actually, before we do that, just in case I run out, can we make some adhesive while I'm just standing right next to the cooking station? What else can we cook up? We're a little low on cooked food. Oh, radstag. Yes, yes, yes. That's why we killed all those radstags. That is a good meal there. What else do we have? Mutant hound chops, one of the only ways of getting rid of rads with food. And we'll cook up a couple of these. That should be fine for right now. Now, utility. There we go. Vegetable starch. Corn, mute fruit, purified water, Tato. We got that. Can only make one. Little light on mute fruit right now. That's fine. That's still 5 adhesive. It's just wonderful. Now, back to the fortifying piece. Okay, so we can take it from standard all the way up to alloyed. That's 13 and 8. I don't really... I mean, shadowed's nice at 12 and 7. I don't really know... If I had some hard numbers on how much that improves stealth, that might be a little better. For right now, let's just get all the resistance we can. Miscellaneous, I'm usually going to go... Oh, what's brawling? Improved unarmed damage. Okay. Well, this could just be a whole workaround to the Grognak issue. I've already got +1 strength, and now I can do improved unarmed damage. I've never taken it before because I've never done anything with unarmed, but let's see what that's going to do. Okay, interesting. Let's see what that's going to, how that's going to affect things. So right now, the bloodied boxing glove is doing 31. If we then put on the fortifying with extra unarmed damage, 31, sometimes you have to go in and out to see the effect. 36! Well, that is not a small amount. Goodness. That's an effective modification there. Wow, okay. All right, we'll be looking at that more in the future if we can get some more pieces with extra unarmed damage. Wow, neat. All right, good deal. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is we are sitting on now 2 level ups. So let's see what we can do with that. This is... I always hate it when I do this, but I think these are just going to get dumped into special right now. I need to get intelligence, charisma, and strength up. Oh. Okay, this is... Oh, there just aren't enough perks in the world. Strength. Yes. I can sit on charisma for a little bit. I can also sit on intelligence for a little bit. I do eventually want to get science. And scrapper, for that matter. No, I take it back. It's going to be intelligence. I'll move luck up in the later part of the game. Mid to late game, I'll start bumping luck up. Okay, intelligence it is. It always hurts when I can't take a real perk when I take a special. There's so many good ones. Ninja. Okay, no, you know what? Live with my choices. Intelligence and strength up. And having said that, what does that do to the bloodied boxing glove? Now we're up to 39. So that's an 8-point boost between the armor and the additional piece of strength. All right, now we're getting somewhere with that thing. Not bad at all. All right, so with that, I think we're going to call it apart. Next episode, we will probably definitely go do Tradecraft with Deacon. It's a good little quest, not really a very challenging quest. Deacon does most of the work, as you'll see. So that's probably where we'll pick it up next time. We'll probably see you folks over by the Lexington area. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we will see you next time.